tell you a story about a beautiful young lady and how she was the baddest of the baddest. I mean, so sorry about that. Where was I? Yes, right, of course. How she took a trip to her college library and found the love of her life. Hi. 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 Boy, hey. I was wondering, would you like to go out with me sometime? Yeah, I'd like that. That sounds good. Yeah. Well, it's not. It is not like that at all, honey. You have to try and try and try to get a man that's not in these streets nowadays. I'm just... I can't do this. I can't do this. Oh, I came to snatch wig, shawty. Now let's go. Mm-hmm. Hey shawty, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiana, and if you're new here, hey boo. Whoever you are, wherever you are, I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're in a good mood. I know mushy gushy stuff. Before we go ahead and get into today's video, if you enjoy my vibes, if you enjoy my energy, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. As usual, I would greatly appreciate it. Please also don't forget to leave me a like and a comment. I greatly appreciate those as well. And with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into today's story time, honey, because mistakes were made. As usual, I don't appreciate it. Not at all. Not even a little bit. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, okay? Where do I even begin with this? So let's take you back to a college Tiana. I'm uncomfortable. So in my freshman year of college, and yes, I did say my freshman year of college was actually my first date ever. Growing up, my mom was kind of strict, and I wasn't in these streets. I wasn't in these streets. I didn't know even how to get to the streets. I couldn't find the streets. No one was directing me towards the streets. I was in the house. I was in the house all the time. So my teenage years were very dry, but I do wish that my teenage years had a lot more juice, but I turned out right. Like, I turned out fine, I guess. So being that my mom was strict and I didn't really do much of anything, you know how that story goes. When you get to college, it's on and popping. Like, what else is there to say? Oh, no one to tell me no, or where to go. Book me. So yeah, when I got to college, I was dibbling and I was dabbling in some new things. I still use my common sense, but I did get to try lots of things that I never tried before. Hence, my very first date. So before college, I had boyfriends, but they weren't really relationships. Like, you know what I mean? You know how like you get a middle school boyfriend, it's just like, okay, but where are you really going? It was like stuff like that. So like I had boyfriends, if you even want to call them that, but they weren't really relationships. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ew, like. Let me take you back to how it all started. This particular day, I decided to get dressed for class and not look like a piece of trash. I lived in sweatpants and leggings. But you know how it is, like sometimes after dressing like a consistent piece of trash, you just want to look like you on and popping, like you got it together a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really look on and popping, but I looked presentable. That's what we're gonna go with. So I decided this particular day that I didn't want to do leggings and I didn't want to do sweatpants. I actually wanted to look nice. Don't ask me why. So I'm running late for class, like as usual. So I go and open up the door and everyone instantly just turns around and just starts staring at me, which is fine because I'm used to it, because knock knock hello, I'm late everywhere I go, so people naturally just be staring at me, and it's not like, who is she? No, it's just like, girl, So I go to sit down at my seat and I'm looking around just to look around, and I notice that this boy is staring at me, and I'm just like, sir, you don't even have to do all that. Like, I ain't even step out like that. Like, don't do that. He like mouths like, you look nice today. Because like I told you earlier, I used to dress like a consistent piece of trash. So today I caught his eye a little bit because I have on some jeans and I'm a little feet, and I was like, he had like a nice little fade. He was dark skinned. He was real handsome. But the date was still a mess, so it doesn't matter. I believe he asked me out in class, and I was just like, it ain't nothing. Like, we going a little safe. But on the inside, I'm just like, gonna get married. I just found my husband. So I'm like, all right, so this is my first date, no biggie. I think the wedding should be in June. Yeah, that sounds about right. So yeah, we can go out on a date. And we ended up planning for that night. I believe we exchanged numbers, and then that was that. So I had work study this day, and work study was in the library. I'm at work study, minding my business. And who walks in? I gotta give him a name, don't I? Ew, what should we call him? This is my first time, so don't do that. I'm struggling picking a name. I like it when people pick random names that don't even have anything to do with anything. So I want to do that. So we're gonna call him Bookshelf. In walks Bookshelf, honey. He had on some gray sweatpants. You already know what that means. I mean, he had on gray sweatpants. What else could it mean? Bookshelf comes waltzing up to me, and he's just like, hey, like, what time you get off? Blah, blah, blah. Like, we need to basically talk about the details of our date. I think I was getting off in like 5 or 10 minutes. So I get off, I go to sit with him at the table. We're talking it up, and he's like, all right, so where you want to go tonight? This was a mistake on my part. I think it was, I panicked. Like, I definitely panicked, and I said Pizza Hut.
And I said Pizza Hut.
And even he was like, Pizza Hut. And I was just like, yeah, Pizza Hut. You know? And like, he asked me, am I sure? And I said, yet again, without hesitation, yeah, Pizza Hut. Girl, who raised you? I was raised in a strict household, not a dumb household. Why would I choose Pizza Hut? And I'm still mad about it till this day. I should have said Olive Garden. I should have said anywhere with some pasta. I should have said IHOP at that point twice. He gave me an opportunity to correct myself. I said Pizza Hut, and he was looking at me like I was crazy. And that could have told him then and there that I had no idea what was going on. All I knew is that he was handsome, and we was getting married in June. That's it. Here's where the red flag number 1 came in. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to come for nobody's situation, but I was only 18. Now, even though I was planning for a June wedding, I was not planning to be a stepmommy. He did have a child. Again, I was just like, yeah, Pizza Hut, stepmommy, wedding in June. Yeah. So after we get done talking or whatever, we go our separate ways, and he's just like, okay, I'll pick you up later for our date at this time, blah, blah, blah. Like, I am stressed out. Like, what am I supposed to wear? Like, do I change my outfit because he already saw me in this outfit today? Like, do I change my whole makeup set because will it match my new outfit? Do I even change my jewelry? But if I change my jewelry, does he think that I'm doing too much? Like, who do I call for advice? Because I don't know what to do. And if you carry the one and divide the two, then does that mean that he's going to pick me up on time? And when he comes to pick me up, do I make him wait 10 minutes, like, to be fashionably late? Like, do I wear heels? Like, first of all, I didn't even pack no heels. Only heels I have my church shoes. Where am I going, and what am I going to do? So I'll go back to my room, whatever, and I tell my roommate. She knew stuff about stuff. So I was just like, girl. I was up in there, and I was telling her about everything, and I was just like, yeah, so, I got a date tonight, and, I'm not going to do this, but, like, what do I do? What do I really do? I don't play about myself and about my safety. No, because that ain't cute. I think I gave her his number. I told her exactly where we were going, and I told her what he looked like and all of that. Later on, that date comes. Like, I'm ready. Like, I'm really not ready because I'm nervous. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, girl, ew. So I get in the car. It's a nice, cute little car, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't even have a license. And yes, at 18, I did not have a license. Don't do that. We finally make it to Pizza Hut, honey. Talking to myself, like, no sudden moves. Like, don't mess us up because Your wedding might not be in June. He may push it to August if you don't act right, honey. I just feel like it went left so fast. Like, I don't really know where we went wrong. When I tell you there was like no conversation, honey, there was no conversation. Red flag number one was the child. Sorry, I'm a freshman in college. Like, I just got here. I want to be stepmommy, but in reality, my mommy won't allow me to become stepmommy. Like, you feeling what I'm saying to you right now? When I tell you he was on the phone, this was him. And I'm just like, it's nice in here. It smells like fresh baked pizza. And he was just like, at one point, I think I asked him, who are you like on the phone with? And I think that's when he announced to me that he was talking to his mom. If I'm not mistaken, he even answered a phone call in the middle of our date. Sir. So he's on his phone, he's talking to his mom, and I think he was on Facebook a few times. And I'm just like, I'm not having a good time. He ordered like a personal pizza, and I think I ordered the same. So the pizza finally gets here. I remember him saying, wow, this pizza sure is personal. Sir, did you order a personal pizza? No, because I was there when you ordered it. Yeah, no, but it was personal. Like, it says it in the description. Did you expect a large? And maybe I would have been on his side if he didn't already irritate me. So we're eating our pizza in awkward silence, honey. I am uncomfortable. At this point, I'm just like, bro, like, this date is not giving what it has supposed to give, honey. I'm ready to go. Like, I already know that we are not getting married in June. Hold on. I mean, it was a fun experience, but this is a waste of my time. So he pays, everything is normal. We get back in the car, conversation is dry and disrespectful. We get back to campus or whatever, and this was like red flag number 3. It was just weird. We get to this dorm party. I really can't remember if we went our separate ways, like after he dropped me off and then we both just so happened to be there, or if we went together. But either way, we were at the same party. And this girl comes up to me and she pulls me aside and she said, hey, I heard you had a date with Bookshelf today. And I was just like, yeah, I did, girl, but I don't think it's gonna like be anything. And she was just like, okay, but be careful. And I'm just like, be careful? Like, I ain't in these streets. But she was just like, no, like, be careful because I heard that he's like a bit of a player or whatever. Why? One thing I don't have, honey, is the time. You mean to tell me that you have the nerve to ask all of this out, have me up in here planning our June wedding, ready to be a stepmommy, and you are in these streets? That disrespect. And then, you know what else? Do you know what else? Tell me why I turn around and he is flirting with like 2 girls right in front of me. So I said, no, that is it, sir. That is it. The wedding is off. It's just like, you trust somebody so much. It's just so hard sometimes when you, like, you bought me a pizza and it's just like, it also had pepperoni on it. So it's just like, does that not mean like anything to you? Like, so yeah, honey, that was the story time about my first date and how it was incorrect, how it was the wrong answer. But yeah, my first date was not on and popping. Like, it's like, how do you even spell on and popping at this point? I can spell disappointment. I can spell that. Yeah. So that is all that I have for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. As usual, I greatly appreciate it. If you enjoy my vibes, if you enjoy my energy, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Please also don't forget to leave me a like and a comment. I greatly appreciate those as well. Whoever you are, wherever you are, I hope you have a great day, night, whenever it is that you're watching this. And I see you in my next one. Bye. Pour it out my whole heart to a pizza. I thought you would have learned your lesson about, what is it? Not answering calls, not returning texting, and I don't know the words, child.